it's Olivia from Girlybunches, and in this week's video I'm going to be showing you how to do this simple granny stripe. As you can see, it's a bit like the squares, but instead of going round in a square, it's just left to right. I've done this stitch in my Tea Cozy video, which is linked up here and in the description box down below, but it occurred to me the other day that I haven't actually shown you how to do this just on its own. So if that's what you're just looking for, here it is. Here's this video. It's a great stitch to know. It works up really quickly and is great for using up sort of bits of yarn, because you can just do each row a different colour, and yeah, just looks great, and has that sort of traditional granny style, granny blanket style to it. So you know, it just looks great, I think. So nothing really difficult to do here. Great for beginners. We're only using chains and trebles. Super simple and shouldn't take you very long to work up either. Okay, so I'm going to get on and show you how to do this simple granny stripe pattern. Okay, so to start off your granny stripe, you will need a multiple of 3 and plus 4 stitches. So I have got 25 here, which is my 21 plus 4. So what you need to do is you need to do 2 trebles into the 4th chain from the hook. So I'm British and I use British terminology, so you may know that as a double crochet, but I call it a treble. And you need to do that into the 4th chain from the hook. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So into that one there, which is the 4th one, we're going to do 2 trebles. So the first 3 chains that we've not worked will replace our treble. So that's essentially 3 trebles into 1 chain. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Right, so the next thing you need to do is we need to count 1, 2, 3 chains along, and into that 3rd chain we're going to do 3 trebles. So I'll just count that again. So that's, get that to focus, that's 1, 2, 3. So into there we're going to do 3 trebles. Now I'm not doing any chains in between my groups. I'm just going straight in and doing my 3 trebles. If you found that you it was curling up a bit, but by all means you could do a chain space in between there. That's, you know, completely up to you. I'm not, but you know, whatever you start doing, you need to continue doing for the rest of the project. So if you did decide that you wanted to have one in between there, then you would need to continue that all the way through. And then for the whole row, you're literally going to do the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, into that 3rd chain, you're going to do 3 trebles. So I'm going to put links in the description box and up in this corner up here that will take you to videos that will show you how to do all these stitches if you've never done them before. But we're just working simple trebles and chains at the moment, and that's all that this project is, so it's nice and easy if you're a beginner. Again, 1, 2, 3 and 3 trebles into that one there, and I'm just going to do that all the way to the end, and I shall come back when I've got to the other end. So I've gone all the way over and I've just got my last 3 trebles to work into that 1, 2, 3 sort of 3rd chain along, which happens to be the last one, which is great. Now if you ended up with more chains at the end, that's no problem. I've got a video that will show you how to deal with that without having to unpick your work, because once you've got, if you're doing a big long blanket, you might not want to start again, so that's fine. So don't panic, don't feel like you've got to undo everything. I can show you how to fix that if you've got extra chains at the end, so I'll put a link to that up here. Okay, for our 2nd row, and I'm going to keep going in the same colour here just for the sake of quickness. And what I'm going to do now is do 1, 2, 3 chains, turn the work around, and then into that first space there, which is between those groups of trebles there, I'm just going to go in and start doing 3 trebles. Like that. Okay, so that makes that a nice return for that row. And then again, I'm just going to follow the same principle, but this time I'm just going to be working into those gaps that we made from the previous round, just doing the 3 trebles into each of those gaps. Okay, so I'm going to go all the way to the end, and when I get to this end I'll show you how I finish off that row. Okay, so we've gone all the way to the end there, and I'm just going to do now a treble into the top of that third chain that we did at the beginning of that row, and there is my row complete, my second row. Okay, so I'm going to go up 3 chains, turn my work, and then I'm just going to start working 2 trebles into that space there, and that now starts us off on our third row, which makes it look like we've got gaps and holes, they're filled in and gaps over each other, which is what we want, because that's the look we're looking for. And just get some more yarn there, and then I'm just going to continue on in the same way as before. Nothing difficult here, nice and easy stitch to do, and it works up quite quickly, as you can see, so that's also quite nice if you're new to crochet and you want to get going with a new project. And you could do each row in a different colour, absolutely, that would look fantastic. Or if you've got gradiated yarn, is that right? Did I say that right? It's early on a Sunday for me. Graduated, is that right? You know what I mean. Variegated, there we go, there's the right word. Oh dear. Right, yes, keep going all the way to the end. I'm just going to show you how I finish off this third row, which is going to be basically the same way as I started it, almost. Almost there, a couple more. Okay, so same way that I started this off, I did 2 trebles into that space there, and then that's what I'm going to do here. So 2 trebles into that chain, there's no chain space, into that space. And then I'm just going to do 1 treble into that third chain and that first treble or replacement treble of that row. And then here on inwards I'm just going to repeat myself. So I'm going to start doing, I'll just do 3 chains and then just start working into that group there. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to come back when I've done a few more rows just to show you how it looks overall. Okay, so there we go, I've done a few more rounds, and I think it's a great stitch to know this granny stripe. It is brilliant. It's just, it looks good, it works up quick, and yeah, you can do each row a different colour, and it looks great when you do that because you can see it kind of latching into each other. Just a fab stitch, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So give me a thumbs up if you did. Check out my tea cozy video, which I shall put a link to up here and in the description box down below, because that's what I used to make the tea cozy with, just this stitch, but I do some embellishments around the sides, and yeah, it's a good video I think. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. So if you haven't already, I'd love it if you did. If you clicked on that subscribe button down there, give me a thumbs up, and until next time, take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching, bye. Just before you go, why not check out my last video uploaded before this video, and click on that box in the middle there. On the left hand side, why not click on that subscribe button, and on the right hand side, go and check out my Patreon page if you want to. I'd love it if you did that as well. Okay, thanks, bye.